really care about your hating little daddy, LeBron, your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Trying to slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
I'll tell you what, as quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Alert!
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Play stopped by Damone Clark. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
What's that?
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He's got to go back for this one. Great punt. Fair caught at the 6. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Slot man motioned over. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet, because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Motion man left is Brown. To the air, 3rd and long. Barkley's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Henry. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they had that one contained right at the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. What an incredible drive they had authored, Brock. But all that progress, pardon the pun here, just fumbled away.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Allen. He gets this one to Strange. Big man's showing up the yards. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 1. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is in! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Brought in right side by Moore. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another one for Cook. Big gap up the middle. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
What is that?
1st down throw for Allen. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. from the 38. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 3rd and short.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Look. Shy of reaching the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Half 10. Monday.
Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Half 85, half 85. Look out.
Allen on the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Moore's got it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and just 2 to go.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Look out!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills with work to do on 2nd and 12. Allen setting up to throw. This throw is caught. And in, touchdown Buffalo. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying to find his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going deep. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Man, not a lot of arms in the league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it ends up with the other team.
Yeah, not many today, Kate, and I would argue not many in the history of the game. It's a short list. I'll put Jeff George, John Elway, Jay Schrader had an absolute cannon. But you also got to have the smarts to know when to unleash a rope like that. Decision-making, not nearly as qualified as the pure arm talent on that throw.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the... This is caught inside the 15. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Half. Middle. Done. Alert! What's that?
Another try following the sack. And the defender comes away. Oh no, ball's loose in the end zone. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Well, no pushing the envelope, it appears, in what remains of this first half. He's going to take a knee and watch that time run out here. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
Play action on first down. It is caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down from the 31.
Go! Hey, smash!
Here's Saquon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
Motioning the tight end left. We're on here with Will Shipley. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go!
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Quick throw finds about right. Touchdown, Philadelphia. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Running back sent in motion. Allen on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So out now comes the punter. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. Looking to return from the 29. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Man in motion out of the slot. He's got Smith. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century. And it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down.
Here we go. 19, right here.
Looking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Bills will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Here's a give to Cook. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Offense to the line for second down. Here's Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, home. What's that?
Allen to throw. He's on the move. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2.
Stop. Half 85. What's that? We'll go.
They'll go. Allen. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Complete to Shakir. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
56, 56. Look out.
Allen looking to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's dropping back to throw. Barkley's got it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go, set. Track 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Eagles down by 7.
Ready.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19.
They are throwing it again. Complete out to the right side. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They run it with Saquon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Go!
They go to Barkley again. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Buffalo calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Throwing now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Connects with Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Setting up to pass. Able to find Strange here. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Middle. Alert!
Allen gonna throw again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Off 52. It's it.
Now to throw. Oh, he lost the football. Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's gonna be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Fourth and forever coming up. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And to force it on fourth, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.